Hello, hello. Hi. How is everyone? Hello, Christy. Hi. Welcome. We'll give a few minutes for people to hop on. Welcome. Yay. Hi. Everyone survived BOGO week, I see. Hello. Hi, Joan. Hello, hello. And Kelly's here. And Christy. Yay, welcome. Awesome. Hello, Drew. All right, let's dive right in. We are doing our essential oils, our sweet punch card. We are talking about all about emotions and what that has to do with your life, right? Emotions and essential oils. So we are working through our punch card like we talked about. And we are working on the, where are we? Emotion ones. Where is it? There it is. Oh my goodness. Emotions. This is the one that we're working on today. Emotions and essential oils. We are working our way through that. When you get done with it, we have a few more classes. Just reach out to me and I will let you, I will get you a diffuser, which is awesome, right? Okay. So as always, I just want to put a fresh reminder out that when you place your first 100 PV LRP order, you will get this Essential Life book, which is a phenomenal resource, right? Has all of the oils and the blends in here, and it's a great, there's DIY recipes. It's really, really awesome. And another resource, because people are always asking, you know, what's a great resource, right? What's a great resource for your oils? This book right here, Emotions and Essential Oils, is really, really powerful. It goes through each oil individually, each blend individually, each page, there's a page dedicated to it, and it really just talks through the emotional side of that oil. It has a, you know, an emotional name for it. It's really, really fun and exciting and to just be able to dive into. So we are going to be talking about the emotion oils specifically tonight, but each essential oil has emotional benefits to it, right? Smell is really, really powerful and really, really potent. So one of the plus sides of that book is for everybody that attended live, we'll get put in a drawing to win that book and some few other goodies from me. But then if you attend live tonight, you are going to get in the drawing for some emoji stickers for your roller bottles or, I don't know, your sticker book or whatever you got going on, right? Okay. So that's that. I'm so excited, and I get to pick the grand prize later. So here's my question for you. For those of you that have not joined us in the past, you can't answer this question because I want to see if anybody else knows it, okay? So before doTERRA had released the emotion oils, there's 6 emotion oils in the emotion wheel behind me, which we'll talk about in a little bit. So before doTERRA released those, there were kind of what were considered the original emotion oils. Do you know what they are? And while you're thinking about that, you can go ahead and share this with your friends and family if you want on social media. I forget if you swipe up to the right, to the left, down, up, around, something like that. You can share it if you want. All 4. There are 4. Yes. All 4. There are 4 originals. All right, we're just going to dive right in then, because I think all of you kind of know the answer and you're being very, very quiet about it, which is good. Okay, so one of the original ones was Balance, right? Balance is your grounding blend, all things calming, okay? And just grounding. One of the other ones is Serenity. Who doesn't love their serenity to help you sleep and restfulness and just, again, chilly out a little bit, right? The next original one was Citrus Bliss, which is sunshine in a bottle is one of the better ways to describe it, right? It's very citrusy. It has some vanilla extract in it, which gives it that sweet side of the citrus one sometimes, which is good. And then the last one that was the original is Elevation. And Elevation is just an uplifting blend. It's very invigorating and just helps pull you out of those darkness is the best way to describe it, right? So those were the original ones. And then doTERRA created the emotion wheel, right? That's behind me. The emotion wheel is really, really awesome. We'll talk more about it in a little bit, but you can see that each emotion oil has a spot on the wheel, and you can actually start to sort of figure out what's going on with your emotions right at the moment, and then pick one or two of the oils that can really help you through that and work through it, which is really fun and powerful. Okay? So, for those of you that don't know what the emotion oils are while we're talking about oils, these are them. We've got passion, motivate, cheer, forgive, peace, and console. Okay? How many people have at least one emotion oil or all of them, right? So go ahead and put like a 1 or a high 5 or something like that in the comments, just saying that you have one or all, right? Yep, all 6. Awesome. Yes, all. Once you get 1, you've got 2. Awesome. Yeah, once you get 1, you're kind of like, I need them all. We've got 5. Okay, so for those of you that only have 2 or 5, which one is the one that you're missing, right? For me, probably forgive would be the least one that I use. But passion you're missing. Yeah, awesome. Okay, so then besides them coming in the touch form, they also come in the 5 ml form, which is undiluted. So it's really convenient and awesome to just be able to take, what works for you and how you want to use them. Okay? So my question for you, for those of you joining, I'm going to be walking through this emotions handout, okay? So my question for you is, are you ready to feel good more often? Hello? Yeah, I do, right? I definitely do. So we were created to function as a whole, right? We were created mind, body, and spirit to just function together and as a whole, right? And our bodies are made up of intelligent cells. Our whole body is cells, right? Hi Bobby, welcome. And they are designed to continually restore health, right? Our body is completely made up of cells. They are always regenerating. They're always growing, dying, popping back up, growing, dying, popping. It's this cycle, right? And so we want to make sure that we're giving them the good stuff, right? Because we want all the good cells and not the bad ones. So our bodies, if there's one thing that you take from this, is I really want you to know that our bodies are not broken, okay? They are not broken. They are beautifully and wonderfully designed to sort of heal themselves and get better, right? And given the right tools, given the right products, given the right non-toxic environment, they will thrive, right? Which is awesome. Reducing your toxins, your overload, and all of that good stuff. All right, so emotions, right, are informational carrying molecules that bind to and react with cell receptors. Yeah, like I said, that's a lot. So let's break it down a little bit for you, okay? So our bodies are made up of cells, okay? And those cells have little antenna guys that just grab onto things in a nutshell, okay? Our body has 3 brains. Did you know that? We have our mind, our logic, our intellect, right? That's the subconscious mind. It helps direct over 90% of our behavior. Our heart, which is our intuition, right? It's, trust your intuition, trust your heart. There are more neural pathways, that run from the heart to the brain than when the brain to the heart. Okay, so that connection there is pretty awesome. Now, our gut is our 3rd brain. You get that gut feeling, right? That, oh, I don't know if I should be doing this, or yes, my gut says, let's go for it, right? 90% of our body's serotonin is actually, that feel good chemical is produced in the gut. So a lot of times, you'll hear people say, or I even love to say it too, is, if you heal the gut, you tend to heal the body. So a lot of things can be traced back to the gut. And so it just makes sense that the gut is one of the 3 brains, okay? So feelings are chemicals that can either hurt us or help us. And so we can kind of just sort of walk through how it can help us, okay? So we all have life experiences. We all experience life, whether good or bad. And so when we get those life experiences, we begin to process it, right? You know, you're like, oh my gosh, I got to figure this out. I've been feeling overwhelmed. I'm really stuck. What do I do, right? So our cells and our body, they have a reaction. Okay, so all of a sudden we've got some head tension going on. You know, our confidence, we don't have a lot of confidence, or we have some conflicted feelings inside, or even we have an upset stomach, or, you know, things are flowing the wrong way, right? So our body is kind of giving us warning signs, or not even warning signs. Our body reacts to the outside environment that's going on, right? And so these all define our beliefs, right? So I'm not good enough. You know, those kind of things start to spiral, right? So what you need to do is you need to just stop for a second and get those thoughts out, get those feelings out, right? And just begin to work through it and process it all. So this is the great time and opportunity to use your oils and use your supplements. I'll talk about that at the end. And really just to help support your body, right? So essential oils can support healthy cell function. We talked about that in the beginning about our cells, right? And about our body. So the essential oils can help support your cell function in the positive way. And that's what we want, right? It also helps anchor healthy biochemistry. And then it promotes a physical and emotional detox, right? We've all heard of physical detox, but you also can have some emotional detox too, which is really, really awesome. One drop of oil can service and help every cell of the body within minutes, okay? Minutes, which is awesome. You can't say that for about a lot of things, right? But the essential oils you can, which is awesome. Okay, so not only can they support healthy body, but they can also help support your emotions, which is why we're here, right? So a few ways that they can support you emotionally, right? When you smell them, that's one of the fastest ways for it to get into you and affect your mood, right? So a lot of times you walk by somebody in the mall and all of a sudden you smell whatever they've got going on, whether it's perfume or laundry detergent or something like that, right? And you smell them and all of a sudden a memory pops in your head, whether good or bad, whether you want to admit it or not, but that memory is there. Why? Because your smell is attached to that memory, and all of a sudden it brings it back to light, and it's like, whoa, that was crazy, or whoa, that was powerful, right? So that smell, and it happens in an instant. It's the same way when you're using essential oils. You can use them, and very, very quickly they're going to get into your cells and start to positively help you out, right? So topical, you can help stimulate sort of self-repair. Where are the ways that you want to apply the essential oils topically to help you emotionally? Does anyone have any guesses? Crickets. That's okay. It's probably all the places that you put your oils anyway, okay? So let's talk through this. We've got the back of your neck, right? Your pulse points, thank you. We've got our nurse with the insight. I love it. Yes, the pulse points. So you've got the back of your neck, even across your forehead, the pulse points that we talked about, the bottoms of your feet. Where is one of your brains? Over your heart, right? Where's another one of your brains? Over your gut. Even across your forehead will help that third brain. Even on the back of your neck there by the brainstem will help that. Your fleshy pockets, so even behind your ears, your creases of your elbows, even behind your knees too is a great place. I mean, if you could smell behind your knees, that'd be awesome, but it'll just help get some flexibility going on there. You might need some Deep Blue for that, right? Your stomach, and then even the bottoms of your feet are always just a great, great, great safe place. So then the third way that you can use these essential oils emotionally is internally. Now, my little disclaimer for you is all of the emotion oils that we are talking about cannot be taken internal. Technically, the only one that can be is Citrus Bliss. And even though it says that it can't be taken internal on the bottle, it's because it has vanilla absolute in it. And FDA regulations and all that good stuff just say that you can't take it internally. But you can. All the other ones, You cannot take internal, but there are essential oils that you can use internally to help calm your emotions. So right before we hopped on here, I took a drop of frankincense and copaiba underneath my tongue, because getting on live, I love all of you, but it's nerve-wracking. Right? You get all set up and then you hit that. It is so hard to push that live button. So, a drop or two underneath your tongue really just helps, a little bit, right? You can also put a drop or two in your water, or you can even put in a vegetable capsule, right? And so some other ways we talked about increasing, putting it in your water, using it, some other ways that you can kind of just help motivate you and inspire you and invigorate you and even help your emotions, right? Increasing your water intake. We all know we're supposed to be drinking such and such amount of water every day, right? Getting out and moving, I don't even know the studies or anything that prove it, but just getting up and going for a walk can really improve your mood, right? Rest, we all know that, but none of us get enough of it. Meditation or prayer or, whatever kind of just helps center you with, who you connect with. It helps, trust me. And then even improving your diet, eliminating sugar and all that stuff that we all know, but sometimes it's just a nice little friendly reminder, okay? So I want to leave you, we're not done yet, but I want to leave you with this one awesome thought. And I didn't create it or come up with it, but it's really, really powerful, okay? So you fill a bucket, drop by drop. You clear your mind, thought by thought. And you heal yourself, moment by moment. So I'm going to say that one more time because it's really, really good. You fill a bucket, drop by drop. You clear your mind, thought by thought. And you heal yourself, moment by moment. So for a lot of us, it's just taking it one moment at a time and working through that. You know what? And then once you conquer that one moment, you can move on, right? And so for some of you, it'll happen overnight. And for others of you, it's going to be this continual journey, maybe for the rest of your life and maybe for the next 5 years. But knowing that you have these beautiful, beautiful gifts of the earth to emotionally support you and carry you through those dark times, those happy times, those sad times, whatever times it is powerful, and it is really, really awesome to be able to go and open up these oils, use them, feel the results, see the results positively, and know that there's no side effects. That is, in and of itself, powerful, right? Okay, so we're going to talk about the emotion wheel that's behind me. All right, I love it. So for those of you that has anybody not seen the emotion wheel? Do you not know what I'm talking about with the emotion wheel? It was created by doTERRA, right? As we walk through these oils, let's start with Motivate. Motivate is up at the top. It's the encouraging blend. It's the encouraging blend is what it's called. Sorry, I shouldn't be giving names to things, right? It's going to have a combination of the mint and the citrus oils, okay? And so if we've got some insecure, some apathetic, some discouraged, some gloomy, Motivate is going to be your go-to oil, okay? If you need a swift kick in the pants, go with Motivate. You don't want to clean your house? Go with Motivate. You have a looming paper or a looming project at work or something like that, put on some Motivate and watch and see what happens. It's crazy. Crazy good, I promise you. Okay, so let's move over to Cheer. Cheer is your uplifting blend. It smells really, really good. Cheerful, right? It's going to be a combination of your citrus oils and your spice oils, which is pretty cool. It has a nice, they all smell really, really awesome. Next is Passion. That is your inspiring blend. So when you think of passion, sometimes you think of passion, right? But it's the inspiring blend too, so it can be used that way. But it's also inspiring. So if you've got a project or you're just not feeling motivated and you're just like, ooh, kind of like Eeyore is the best way. Get your passion out. Yeah, ooh, and Cheer and Motivate together. Thank you for saying that. So you can totally mix and match these, right? So sometimes people are like, I don't know what to do. I don't know where to do. There's really no wrong way to do it. You could pick oils that are on the opposite side and see what happens, right? So you've got Passion and Peace. You could pick oils that are typically, right? So typically, for those of you that like to really follow the rules, typically, you know, whatever emotion you're feeling will put you in between two oils. And then you can choose those two oils and work with that, right? But for those of you that are adventurous and kind of want to try new things, try doing ones that are opposite, right? So you've got your motivate and then your forgive, and see what happens. You'll be motivated to forgive someone, I promise, right? Okay, so forgive is your renewing blend. You've got your trees and your herbs and grasses. This one's going to be deeper. Tree is the best way to describe it, right? Console is got the trees and the florals. So this is your grieving, or if you're hurt, that type of thing. And then peace. So that's going to be floral and mint, okay? And so, you know, you're fearful, you've got some anxious feelings. Peace is going to be your go-to oil for that. And then you can even incorporate motivate or even console. I like peace and console together, which is really, really awesome. Another thing that I don't know if you noticed, right? So if you were to go back and look at the original essential oils, balance, right? What's the color of balance? That color of balance is close to forgive and console. So that's a good indicator of where you would kind of use balance. Serenity is your purple one, so it's got lots of florals in it. So that one's probably going to be between your console and peace, right? And then we've got citrus bliss. The color of citrus bliss is going to be probably your passion and cheer connection. And then elevation is going to be your yellow, so probably your cheer and motivate area, okay? Just to kind of give you an idea, so the colors are not accidental. They actually mean something, which is really awesome. And this is not going to stay. Okay, there we go. So those are, just to give you an idea, the emotion oils and how you can really just start to incorporate them, and how and why. This wheel, I think you can download on doTERRA.com. I'm not positive. I should look that up. But does anyone have any questions about the emotion oils in general? And if not, we'll just jump around and we can answer. So besides using the essential oils, there is a huge foundation that I really love to talk about too. So of course, I want to talk about the Lifelong Vitality because it is a foundation of life. That's why the name is like that, right? So I did do a class about this. This was the first class that we did, actually. And so you can just go ahead and search in the YouTube and get a chance to watch it if you want an in-depth explanation about these. It's a great foundation for life, right? So it gives your body a great mental support, a lot of stability, and it's the multivitamin, the fish oil, the cellular complex, covers everything doTERRAized, which is awesome. And if you remember, I talked a little bit back about healing your gut, and it helps heal your body, okay? So Terrazyme, it's a little hot right there. So Terrazyme is going to help break up it's the natural enzymes that occur in food, but we don't eat food the way that we should, right? So this is just going to help break up the food and help your body absorb what it needs to process it all. And then the PB Assist is the probiotic. It's double encapsulated. It's a powerhouse, really, really phenomenal, and really just helps support your body and flush out, regenerate, repopulate is what I'm trying to say, the gut, and heal it all up and all that good stuff, okay? So in a nutshell, that is our emotions class. Does anyone have any questions? It wasn't painful at all, right? It was super, super easy for you. Any questions? I think we covered everything. Let's make sure. We did. Yes. Awesome. All right. That's all. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a great, great night and you learned a lot about yourself, a lot about your emotions, and go use your favorite emotion oil. Have a good night. Bye.